How's it going? It's Monday morning. It's time to have a quick review of the weekend. Love this time of the season, Ross. Just end of the flat season, big 2-year-old races, and then the start of the jump season. So Chepstow on Friday and Saturday, exciting times. Good weekend.
Yeah, the pecking order for 2-year-olds gets sorted out. People's excitement starts to rise for the jump season. Something for everyone at this time of year.
Absolutely. This is the GG weekend review with Chris Graham and Ross Clarke. We just introduce ourselves definitely there. But anyway, let's start with Friday at Newmarket. The Fillies Mile, Group 1 race on a Friday, quite unusual as you pointed out in the office on Thursday. Quadrilateral was the winner for Roger Charlton, just getting up in the shadow of the post against Powerful Breeze. So thoughts on that race? 6-1 favourite for the 1,000 guineas?
Yeah, I think you have to factor in ground conditions for the last 2 days at Newmarket. Horses that have generally shown speed to be their primary asset are going to find that speed to be blunted. She looked in trouble a couple of furlongs out. I was surprised at, and the fact that she got up to win shows that she's got her heart's in the right place. Yeah. She came through a battle there, and her class is obviously there for to see her win at Newbury the time before that. She looked pretty special. Probably deserved favourite for the Guinea. She'll stay a bit further as well.
Powerful Breeze impressed me as well in the sense that she almost came back just before the end and almost caught Quadrilateral. And I think got loose in the paddock.
Yeah, she did get loose in the paddock, so you don't know quite
what mental effect that had on her. It was 12-1 for 1,000 guineas. Good prospect for Hugo Palmer.
Yeah, she travelled the best in the race as well, Powerful Breeze. So if those exertions took a bit out of her, she was probably unlucky not to win. But Aidan O'Brien will have some things in the Guineas that will surely come out and do well. But the interesting thing, I think the talk at the moment is Quadrilateral goes straight to the Guineas, no prep race. So that'll be interesting. Mm-hmm. So we always have to take it on trust that they come back in the same form, or have they improved through the winter. Looks like the first chance we'll get to find out if she has will be in the Guineas itself.
Absolutely exciting stuff. Pinatubo was the headline act, the main headline, the Pyramid Stage headliner on Saturday in the Dewhurst. It's harsh, won by 2 lengths, but you feel a bit underwhelmed.
When you've had horses winning by 7 lengths, 8 lengths, 9 lengths, and they suddenly look a bit workmanlike, again the ground will have blunted his speed. You've got to remember as well, when Frankel won the Dewhurst 6 years ago now, probably, might be 7, he only won it by 2 lengths, the Dewhurst. 9 years ago.
2010.
Time flies. But he only won by 2 lengths, and that was on similar ground to kind of Pinatubo. So I won't hold that against him. Clearly deserved favourite for the Guineas. I'm surprised he's still odds against, to be honest. I would have expected him to even be clipped into even money, a touch of odds on.
Yeah, essentially his price never really moved after that. It remains 5-4 best price to 1,000 guineas in May. 50-2 with 88 sport for the Derby. Could he get 12 furlongs?
He'll get further than a mile. Whether he gets a mile and a half. When Frankel showed so much speed, never tried a mile and a half. So if they go the same route as Frankel, if he's showing blinding speed, he may not even get to a Derby. But we just have to hope that he winters well, because it'll be some kind of buzz to see him come back next year, especially if he starts off in the Guineas.
Imagine
the hype. We'll never see a Frankel again. He won't win the Guineas, I don't think, like Frankel.
Never. That's
the amazing thing about Frankel, is what Pinatubo is doing now. Frankel improved another stone the year after. Exactly. So it's highly unlikely that Pinatubo will improve a stone. But you
never know.
It's what dreams are made of, the winter.
It is absolutely. Anything else catch your eye over the weekend?
I did quite like the Zetland Stakes. Now I put up Miss Yoda in the preview. She finished second.
Right.
Big horse, pulled really hard in the early stages. She's, I still think, one to watch for next year. And the winner, Max de Vega, for Rafe Beckett, travelled really well in that race. Got quotes for the Derby afterwards. He's another one probably to look forward to next year.
Absolutely, definitely. We got soaked coming into the office this morning, that's for sure. Absolutely soaked. Like most of the the country, I imagine. And when Ross came into the office, he said, I don't think Champions Day will take place on Saturday. And I was just thinking, what a disaster that would be for Ascot and for the sport and for Kipco. What a shame for Kipco. Anyway, your thoughts. Turn back at what you said in the office earlier about do you think that'll actually happen?
Well, I mean, they've already talked about switching it to the hurdles course from the flat course. The straight course is waterlogged in places at the moment. The weather forecast I had a quick look at. Looks if there's rain every single day at Ascot for the next few days. I'd be doubtful. I had a quick look a minute ago to see what prices were being offered, and no one's up yet. But I suspect Betfair might be up soon with all the meeting take place. At the moment, I would suspect it'll be off if the weather stays as it is. They'll probably rearrange. They'll try and rearrange some of the races maybe for the week after.
Sure.
But then you're getting into kind of Breeders' Cup territory, and then the jump racing starting again.
I don't know what the main flat meeting is the previous week. It's obviously Cheltenham the next week, so yeah, it's just a bad situation if that gets moved a week. It's a bad situation for the whole marketing for that race.
And if it's heavy ground as well, will the stars even show up? Yeah. I mean, there's talk still that Enable might show up, but I would doubt that on heavy ground. Even Stradivarius, is he going to turn up on really heavy ground if they're talking about keeping him in training again next year? So we could end up with a situation where you've got a Champions Day with no champions, and who wants that?
Who wants that? Certainly not Ascot, that's for sure. Certainly on the BHA, it could be a massive letdown on Saturday. Rain, stay away!